Warning, this video may contain content that may not be suitable for children or anyone else that is easily offended. Strong language, graphic content, nudity, bad jokes, and a possible idiot, aka myself, may be featured in the following clip. Viewer discretion is advised. Channel is not responsible for any damages that you receive watching this video. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Zems, and welcome to 5 Serial Killer Moments Caught on Video Part 2. This video is by GloomyHouse. Make sure you swoop down to that description box, hit the original link, and watch the video in its entirety while me pausing and stopping through the whole thing. This video may be disturbing for some viewers, so be aware of that. Just like I said, a disclaimer in front of the video. I always put that in front of my videos because we never know what we're getting ourselves into. I read some of the comments. I heard something about animals, and I heard something about people and whatnot. So it's a whole mixture of things. So if you guys haven't already, be sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, letting you guys know now, just in case somebody in the comment section will be like, "Oh, right, didn't tell us that it was gonna have gore in it."
Allow me then to take you on a journey into the darkest part of the human psyche, as we become witnesses to some of the most horrifying serial killer moments.
Told you guys,
video.
Maybe disturbing. Warning. Another
Number
warning.
5. Las Vegas, the United States. A series of deadly attacks on homeless people.
Oh, I remember this.
For a 1-month period. Every single one of the victims was brutally mauled during the nighttime as they slept on the cold streets. On January 4th, 2017, the body of 46-year-old Daniel Aldope was found at an intersection near the Las Vegas Strip.
I just don't understand, out of all people, why the homeless, man? You would think maybe you to get somebody that did something to you, or somebody hurt your sister, your siblings, you know, something, but why them? They already don't have anything left. You're gonna take their life? You have to be some type of evil dude. You're evil, man. They're not even bothering nobody. That's why I see how people have so much problems with them. Oh, they're bringing down the property value. They're doing this, they're doing. Leave them alone. As long as they're not impeding on your property or nothing, bro, leave them alone. Let them be. They have nowhere to go. Where you want to put them? Unless we all come together and start building houses, they have nowhere to go. A lot of people are like, "Oh well, it's not our problem." It is our problem because we all supposed to have each other's backs. That's how it's supposed to be, but it doesn't work like that. Maybe one day.
The victim had been struck at least 4 times in the head with a hammer. Almost exactly 1 month later, 60-year-old David Dunn was found dead of head trauma at the exact same intersection.
60 years old, man.
Investigators began connecting the dots, and it all pointed to a serial killer. Police used a dummy, a mannequin dressed up as a homeless person. Then they placed him at the intersection.
Look at him.
And waited.
Sick.
At 3 a.m. on February 23rd, 2017,
you bum.
A mysterious man can be seen approaching the area and searching around for traffic. He then covers his head with a hoodie and reveals a 4-pound hammer hidden in his bag.
That's a big-ass hammer. He said 4 pounds?
And suddenly, it happens.
Look how big it is. Look. Jesus. He thought that was somebody, but it wasn't. And he got a couple of 3 or 4 whacks in, too. He was ready to take him out. So he just goes and preys on people at 3 a.m. just looking for trouble, man. I hope they got him. Dressed in all black, too. He knew what he was doing. He set out. He probably had an alarm clock and everything set, ready to go.
Police immediately rushed to the scene and arrested the man.
Should have whooped his ass.
He was identified as 30-year-old Shane Schinder and is currently facing very serious charges.
Yeah, good. Let me see his face.
Number 4.
Oh, I didn't show his face.
Robert Ray is not your typical serial killer. Part of that is because he does not kill men, women, or children. Instead, Robert received extreme pleasure in killing felines.
So, in other words, he had pleasure with killing cats. Look at this. He a weirdo, bro. He look like Monkey. What's that little thing? Monkey Ball. You remember that game? That's what he looked like, bro. He looked like Daffy Duck or Donald Duck or Flappy Bird or something, bro. He ugly. Like, you just look like he's just doing... He weird, bro. It's a serial killer in training, 100%, man. They need to make sure he doesn't come back out, bro. He really out there trying to lure the cat in, like, "Oh, come on, good kitty." I don't know how he's doing it, because most cats won't even come to you, bro. I have yet to have a cat come directly to me, bro. And yet, cats will defend themselves like this, bro. They get them claws out and they stick to you. It happened to me. I don't know if I still got the scar or not, but yeah, I had one. It went from like right here down here. I was bleeding bad, dude. It was horrible. Yeah, I mean, I'm not much of a cat person, but man, you start killing animals, you look like a gnome or something. I don't like his face. He looked weird. He just looked like he smelled his own farts or something. Like,
the 26-year-old was found guilty of killing at least 21 cats.
21?
Some of which he lured into his home. The San Jose, California native has also been accused of sexually abusing one of the dead animals.
I guess you could say that's the only pussy he can get.
Boy, if you don't...
No, okay. Alright, a bad joke. I'm sorry.
Captured Robert luring a neighborhood cat. The video was used to identify the man, who was eventually found sleeping in his vehicle next to the remains of a house cat.
See, look at him.
Police reported that the vehicle was full of blood, scratches, and fur.
Look, he grabbed the cat.
Robert is currently facing a 16-year sentence.
16? Yeah, they should give him 21 to match the same amount of cats.
Similar to the previous spot in this countdown, the individual you are about to meet went on a stray dog killing spree.
God, not the stray dogs, dude. Why, man? Not the man's best friend. Not the dogs. I've seen way worse videos about. I've seen people throw dogs off of buildings. I've seen people drown. I've seen it all, man. Social media, you see so much stuff, and it's just like, why? Why would you want to do something like that? It makes my stomach hurt just thinking about it. Like, I will never forget those videos because that's how traumatizing they were, but I will never understand why.
But part of his brutal rampage was captured on CCTV right outside a Delhi metro station in India.
He's a weirdo.
The footage shows the man luring stray dogs with food before stabbing them with a knife. Other dogs can be seen attempting to come to the aid of the crying and defenseless puppy.
It's right here, the puppy's right here.
But the maniac attacks them as well. The man was identified as 28-year-old engineer Nakul Mishra. After being recognized in public, he was immediately arrested.
Show his face. Oh, they should have showed his face. I want to see it.
Tamara Samsonova is a 68-year-old woman and one of Russia's worst serial killers.
68?
Over the span of 20 years, the grandmother took the lives of countless victims, but her horrendous crimes only became exposed after the disappearance of her neighbor.
How is she doing it? She's 68.
CCTV footage reveals the woman leaving her apartment complex with pots and black plastic bags, carrying the dismembered bodies of her victims. The grandmother had a total of 13 confirmed victims, some of which had their lungs missing. This led authorities to believe that Tamara was also a cannibal. Once arrested, Tamara claimed she wanted to get caught, just so she could spend the rest of her life in prison, away from a dark spirit that haunted her apartment.
68 people. 68 years old. And that's over 20 years. She was still going. That's creepy. So people are like, oh, she's just a harmless old lady. Bullshit. And Gram was with the shits. She had lungs. She was eating people's lungs and putting them in pots. And she was in good shape. You know how good a shape you have to be 68 and going up and down them flight of stairs all day carrying body parts, bruh? She had to be hitting push-ups inside that room with that demon she talking about, bruh. They had the P90X or something, because there's no way in hell. She had some extra strength. She just looked like she was insane.
Todd Kohlhepp.
Never heard of him.
Facebook serial killer.
Oh, I think so.
But actual footage of his crimes got leaked online by a rescue mission. The video is the reason this story takes the #1 spot in the countdown.
I can't see what's in there.
But first, let's recount the events. Charles David Carter was a 33-year-old man who, along with his girlfriend, Kala Brown, planned to visit a friend in Anderson, South Carolina. A few days later, the parents of the couple received a voicemail from the friend Charles and Kala were supposed to visit. A frantic voice message described that the couple had never arrived. The parents immediately contacted the police, and the investigation began.
It's getting juicy.
The first stop was the couple's apartment. Inside, they found the couple's dog. It was alone, thirsty, hungry, and waiting for the owners, who had never returned home.
Poor dog.
The couple, along with the vehicle, completely vanished. Then, out of nowhere, someone began posting horrendous messages from Charles's Facebook profile. The messages proved two things. The first was that the individual was in obvious possession of Charles' computer. The second was that the individual had a direct connection with the disappearance of the couple.
I have ever post whenever I want to post, and I know both Charlie and Kayla very well. Charlie and Kayla both lived with me. He just told on himself. I mean, he's a suspect now.
On November of 2016, this man's image began flooding both national and international news stations. His name is Todd Kohlhepp.
Todd Kohlhepp.
Not only was he the man writing from Charles' computer, he also brutally murdered him. Then, after making Kala watch the execution of her boyfriend, he locked and chained the woman inside a storage container. He used her as a sex slave, then left her to die of thirst and hunger.
Yo, he's a freak.
The following footage was taken by a rescue team.
Don't tell me her body's still in
desperately
there.
searched for survivors.
Don't tell me there's more people in there chained up, bro. I'm gonna shit myself. He's like, back up, nobody even moved.
Go.
Oh, somebody's in there.
Lauren.
How are you, honey? This is bolt cutters. This is our best. He's a paramedic. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna get you out of there. Okay?
She was in there, bro. God bless. She was next, man.
Hold on. He's got a lot. We gotta let you take photographs. Brandy, let me see your lot, Brandy. You can put your hand down, sweetheart. You're okay. We're here, okay?
Dang, gave her books and everything to read while she's in there. That's scary. Imagine how many people are in that situation, like right now as we speak, man. No one's found them yet. Can you imagine?
We're getting bolt cutters, honey. Don't.
You got pictures.
Do you know where your buddy is?
Yes.
He shot him.
Who did?
Douche.
Todd Kohlhepp shot Charlie Carver 3 times in the chest, wrapped him in a blue tarp, put him in the bucket of the tractor, locked me down here. I never seen him again. He says he's dead and buried. He says there's several bodies dead and buried out here, and he says that the dogs will be ruined if they go looking because there's red pepper.
We're gonna step you up.
Dang, that's
Take a moment to imagine the horror.
Bruh, I told you.
Of not only watching your partner die in front of you,
But
then being locked away in a container, at the mercy of a serial killer.
Whenever he wanted.
Although Kala's physical wounds will eventually heal, her memories will haunt her
Forever.
for a lifetime.
Yo, 100%, man. Yo, this channel is good, man. I like this channel. I just...
Thank you very much to
stumbled upon this
GloomyHouse
channel.
for bringing me in on this. If you've liked what you've heard, check out my creepypasta channel, SSHD, Scary Shit to Hear in the Dark.
Scary shit to
If
hear in
you'd
the
like what
dark.
you've heard even more, check out Bad Cookie Productions' Bad Cookie Combo, where you can hear me as the voice of the devil.
Man, that was creepy, bro. That dude's voice was outrageous. I don't think that's the original voice of this channel, but we're going to check out the first part maybe eventually. But let me know down in the comment section if you guys enjoyed this. Would you like to see more of these, or you just like me to keep bouncing around and giving you guys different content from different content creators? But this is by GloomyHouse, but make sure you guys swoop down to that description box, hit the link, and go watch the video in its entirety. While me pausing and stopping through the whole thing. Man, people are from feline killer to a 68-year-old super killer to a homeless killer to dog to chain people in connexes. Man, there's still people to this day like getting kidnapped and locked away in places and they've never seen again, man. She was very fortunate that this dude was a dummy and he posted on his account and was doing all that, because if not, they would have never found her. 100% they would have never found her. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.